Care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow. A deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
As a Florida OBGYN, I'm reminded every day that abortion is a sensitive topic. After treating thousands of women, I know Florida laws prioritize women's health and safety. Abortions are available at any point of the pregnancy to protect the life and the health of the mother. No doctor has to wait until a patient is near death before they perform an abortion. Anyone who claims otherwise is lying. Florida is protecting women right now because Florida cares.
2022. Michigan voters approve a sweeping abortion amendment. Now, the lawyers who wrote that amendment use it to sue their state, to force taxpayers to fund abortions. The same lawyers wrote Amendment 4. And if it passes, the same thing will happen in Florida. Lawsuits to force taxpayers to fund abortions. It happened in Michigan. It will happen in Florida. Prevent taxpayer-funded abortions. Vote no on Amendment 4.
Hi, I'm Alex, your designer at Closet Factory. We have solutions for every room in your home. Savings so big, it will spook you. Closet Factory. Our designers work with you to design the space of your dreams. Closet Factory systems are custom made right here in South Florida and come with a lifetime warranty. All of our custom systems are manufactured by our state-of-the-art machinery and are installed by our expert technicians. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Closet Factory, built around you.
This is South Florida's most watched morning news, Today in Florida. This is 7 News, Today in Florida.
Now at 10, thousands in Central Florida stocking up ahead of Hurricane Milton's arrival. Others choosing to take off as officials urge anyone in Milton's direct path to leave now.
This is literally catastrophic, and I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Milton's impact is expected to be devastating.
And this is a live view across South Florida on this Tuesday morning. A soggy start to our day right here at home.
Okay, let's get you a check of our area forecast. Meteorologist Erica Delgado live in the Plex with the first look for us. Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, Alex. We'll start off on the very latest on Hurricane Milton. Still a very strong, powerful Category 4 hurricane with winds of 145 miles per hour. Yesterday, reaching winds of 180 miles per hour yesterday afternoon, reaching Cat 5 status. The northern tip of the Yucatan Peninsula getting hit so hard since yesterday as those powerful winds and outer bands continue to push through the area. It's still being tracked out of Tampa, still a little over 500 miles southwest of the area, so still far removed for preparations to continue evacuations if needed along the west coast of Florida. One good thing that we see here is that it is beginning to pick up speed, which was always a part of the forecast. One, for it to quickly move out of the Yucatan Peninsula, but then hopefully it won't sit over the Gulf of Mexico that long as the waters there are still very warm. So we saw it at Category 5 yesterday, a Category 4 hurricane now. So those at home probably wondering, well, will it continue to weaken? Well, it is forecast to weaken eventually, but it is still sitting over very warm waters. And a lot of these tropical systems have a difficult time maintaining such a high category status. And that's why we'll see it fluctuate 4, maybe 5 again. But it is forecast to keep its 4 status for some time because of the waters in the Gulf of Mexico still very warm. Now, models have been very insistent on saying or showing that this system is forecast to at least weaken some before it approaches the west coast of Florida, likely due to stronger upper level winds, wind shear as we call it here in the tropical world. Landfall still between Fort Myers and just to the north of Tampa near Cedar Key as a major hurricane come late Wednesday overnight into early Thursday. Impacts felt up and down the state. We have hurricane warning still across the northern tip of the Yucatan Peninsula. They've been experiencing that since yesterday. Hurricane watch along that that northeast tip of the Yucatan Peninsula, with hurricane watches now from the Dry Tortugas as far north as Bonita Beach, including Lake Okeechobee, and now hurricane warnings from Bonita Beach, Fort Myers, all the way up to the mouth of the Suwannee River, and it includes the east coast of Florida, Daytona Beach, Orlando. All of South Florida, including Palm Beach, Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Florida Keys under that tropical storm.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And leave comments below. This is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you guys watching right now on October 8th. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And we got a lot of people doing a lot of things out there. Let me tell you something. I hope all you guys right now, first and foremost, are safe during these times. If you're watching the news, if you're located in Florida, you know what time it is. If you're watching the news and you're located around the world and they're not showing you what's going on, I could promise you there's some questions and there's some concerns. I had my coffee sipping this morning. I put it in the microwave and I actually forgot to bring the damn thing into my studio with me, so I don't have it. So if I slow down, I apologize. But I got a lot on my mind right now. I hope all of you guys, again, are safe watching this right now. A lot of people do not have power, cannot jump onto this because it's been several days, almost a week of time now since Hurricane Helene. And now we have Milton getting ready to hit Florida. I'm located in Miami. I have a lot to tell you on what's really going on versus what is actually being shown on the news of what's going on. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. Everyone watching this live stream right now, hit the damn like button if you're watching this live. If you watch it later, hit that damn like button later. Leave a message in the chat right now. Everybody put hurricane in the chat right now because we're going to let YouTube know what we're talking about. Let it surface. Let it flow around because people do not know what's going on, and I'm going to break it down for you guys so you can understand. For some odd reason, it's being hidden, and we're going to make sure that it's not being hidden. We're going to bring it out to you. And you know, some things that we talk about get censored at times on our show. In the sports, you saw that. Talk about the political stuff got censored. They won't let anybody into our show. People will track during this live stream now to make sure that it's still visible. Good morning, and good morning to you guys. Let's dive into it right now. Hurricane Helene, live news and update. What has been going on? Why aren't they getting help? Let's dive into this right now. I want to show you guys some of the catastrophic events live here on Tuesday the 8th. I want you to know what's going on. I want you to hear from me. I don't bullshit. I tell you the truth. This is an unbiased platform. And if you're watching right now, I'm going to show you exactly what's not being shown on the news, on the media, outside of just some of this tragic, the stuff that you're seeing, like a couple pictures here and there. I have video footage of people talking about it. I have a woman bursting in tears, screaming and crying. I have news channels that are now trying to say, look, we didn't talk about that for a certain reason. We're going to make sure we bring it to you live right now. And I want to know how you guys are feeling. People, listen, they're talking about people being dead. They said 10, they said 20. They start climbing these numbers. There's hundreds of people missing. People, children, kids, animals, all kinds of stuff going on. Cars floating down the road. You have houses floating down the road. People did not evacuate in certain areas. They did not understand what was coming to brace for impact. We're going to go over right now Hurricane Helene, and then we're going to go right into Milton. So if you're watching this right now, bear with me. I got to slow down and make sure you guys can hear what's going on. I have video footage. I have some other things I want to show you, live interviews, people on TikTok, people really telling you the truth on what's going on. I want to make sure you guys see this. Why can't the American people get the help that they need? Why are they not getting it? I got a video that I'm going to break into right now, and I'm going to show you what this woman has been saying, what she's been talking about, and how sad it actually is. Let me see if I can get this video live for you guys and zoom in. Listen to this woman out there in the Carolinas telling you what's really going on. If you're watching this right now, everybody in the live stream, watch and see what's going on. Let me turn this up.
If you have ever stepped foot in these Appalachian Mountains and hiked them, we need you here. We need foot. We need people on foot. If you have ever hiked the Rocky Mountains, get here. We need you. We need people experiencing hiking. There's only a few ways to these people. It is through foot, horseback, or helicopter. Dirt bikes. ATVs, side-by-sides. If you have them and can get to East Tennessee or Western North Carolina, we need you. Do not listen to the news when they tell you that they don't want you, they don't need you. I'm telling you, I am here. I live here. I have been already. I'm telling you, we need you. We want you here. The hell with what FEMA says. The hell with what American Red Cross says. They're not here. I'm telling you, they're not here helping. It's been a week, and they're not here.
Wow.
We need manpower. So if you are an experienced hiker, we need you in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. If you are an experienced dirt backer, we need you. If you are experienced with ATVs, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever, we need you. We cannot get automobiles up in there. Trucks is not an option. Cars is not an option. If you own private helicopters, we need you. If they threaten to arrest you, we got you as the American people. We need you. These people need saved. These bodies need to be brought down. It is not fair to these families that are looking for their missing loved ones right now, not to have closure. These bodies have got to be brought out of this mountain. You all got to understand, these towns smell like death. I've been down to the river. It smells like death. I've never in my life smelled that kind of death. I've smelled a body that was burnt, but it's a different kind of smell, and it's a smell I'll never forget. I have already seen bodies. I'm telling you, I've seen them from my own eyes. That is something I'm never going to forget, ever. But people's got to understand they're washing up on banks. This water has already reached Santee Cooper, South Carolina. Those people are not prepared for what they might possibly encounter, okay? There's a chance that bodies may wash up on their banks in Santee Cooper, South Carolina. They are trying to get them out of the water before they keep drifting. But there's so much we can do as American people because we don't have our military and it's not their fault. The administration won't release them to us. They won't sign the orders. Guys, we've got to get manpower over here. There is people in those mountains. They are finding them every day that are still alive and they've not had anything to eat or drink in a week. We need people on foot. So please make this video go viral. You all done it before. Do it again. Share the crap out of this video, people. We need manpower. Don't listen to the news. Don't, because the news ain't telling the truth.
Do you guys, do you understand how devastating that is? You have a woman that is out there explaining to everyone, saying, look, don't listen to the news. They're saying that everything is fine. It's not fine. When we have another video to show you here in a second, I'm going to show this to you. And a lot of things that I'm showing you today are probably going to get blocked on here. A lot of things I'm going to show you here today are probably going to get censored on here. A lot of things I'm going to show you today are probably going to get removed from here and aren't going to be on here because every time I talk about some things like this, it gets blocked and I get a notification and the notification comes up on the platform and says, you can't show that, or it comes up on the platform and says, hey, look, that's a copyright, or this is a problem. No, it's not. Let me tell you something. A copyright is when you just show a platform and you don't have a reaction, you don't talk about it, you just show people's highlights and reviews. I get on here and I do this the proper way. And let me tell you something, watching the videos, watching sports, talking about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris on here, I tell you the truth. I don't come on here and tell you because I was born and raised to be a Trump supporter or born and raised to be a Democrat. I come on here because I learn with my own knowledge, my own experience, and I see what's going on. I give you the honest truth and unbiased information. And this is the kind of stuff that has happened right now. Why can't the American people get the help that they want? Why isn't Kamala Harris, Joe Biden stepping up right now and getting this shit done? Why are they not sending out the people to get those people help and get those people to safety? They have people out there floating around. People, you heard the woman just talking. Bodies floating around in the water, coming up on stream, literally just making it. People are stuck in places. And they're not sending people out there. FEMA, the military, don't you understand? They literally sent $1 billion and more to Ukraine. Now, look, I think that's great to help Ukraine. I'm not saying that we shouldn't help Ukraine. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. What I'm saying, though, don't send $1 billion to Ukraine and then our people that you just saw are hurting and need help. And you're like, hey, we'll get to you when we can. No, it's like help those people now. Help those people now. And the truth behind the impact is a lot worse than people think. People have lost homes. People have lost a lot more than that. Lost family, lost friends, lost animals. There's so many issues going on. And I want to show you something, another video right now of what's going on. Listen to this right now. If you're watching this right now, do not walk away from this video. Watch this right now. I want you to understand something. Watch and listen to this clip here right now.
If you have
the devastation is being
put
compared
these Appalachian Mountains and hiked them, we need you here. We need
Hurricane Katrina. Homeland Security is warning that FEMA does not have enough funds to help, and distressed North Carolina residents are reportedly being forced, listen to this, to fend for themselves, relying on homegrown rescue efforts.
We're not getting the amount of support that we need.
We haven't seen FEMA, we haven't seen Red Cross, we haven't seen Hearts with Hands, we've seen no agencies come through here. Most people drive through with their cameras out, filming us like we're animals in a zoo, and don't stop.
It's too late. I mean, they took too long. It took them 5 days to get here. It's disgraceful. They keep saying we the people. No, there is no we the people. It's them versus us.
That versus us, powerful words. And as Americans cry out for federal assistance, they are desperate. President Biden sees his administration's handling of the storm in a completely different way.
Before I show you what Biden said, I want you to understand something. Biden gets up there and he says, what storm are you talking about? I want you to watch this. This is not to hate on Biden and Kamala Harris. That's not why this is not part of the damn show. I'm not up here to hate on them. I'm just showing you people watching this. I have a lot of love for you guys, a lot of respect for you guys watching this. A lot of people that are in our live stream every day. The Mason mob that is growing at fast rates. The people that are joining our platform as we expand our headquarters. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I want to show you what is going on right now. Watch the response from Joe Biden when they say what's about Hurricane Helene and what's going on. Watch, and you got to see this for a second. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be shocked at his response. Watch, and this is live. This isn't a made-up fairy tale thing. Watch and see what he says.
Storm zone need, Mr. President? Okay. What are the states in the storm zone? What do they need after what you saw today?
Oh, in the storm zone?
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering what storm you're talking about. They get everything they need. And they're very happy across the board. So we just got to, I'm going to have to go back to the continent and get some more money for this.
It was a little hard to hear with the chopper there, but he's returning from the storm zone and literally says, oh, the storm zone. And his words were, I didn't know what storm you were talking about. Professor John Yoo, the storm to which we refer is the second deadliest hurricane in the U.S. mainland in 55 years. And that is the leadership we get?
Kaylee, first, thanks for having me back, guys. I didn't know you were going to have...
Listen, if you just saw that shit, they said, Joe Biden, they asked him about the storm, and he said, oh, I didn't know what storm you were talking about. The only storm that is a major impact right now that is crushing the East Coast, coming across, hitting Florida, coming up all the way through Georgia and the Carolinas, ruining people's lives, ruining land, ruining animals, ruining the future, a lot of problems, a lot of concerns. And his response is, oh, what storm? Oh, I didn't know what storm you were talking about. I mean, you know what storm we're talking about. And if you paid more attention, and I'm telling you the truth, guys, if you're watching this right now, I'm telling you the damn truth. I'm telling you, it probably will get erased and we'll get hated on and people will delete it and YouTube will block it and whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you right now, look at the live stream now. Look at the polls. Should they get help? Yes. 100% people in here are saying they should get the damn help they deserve, right? But the truth behind the impact, the truth behind what is actually going on, the aftermath, images, pictures of people floating down the street. Listen, the pictures, this right here shows absolutely, positively nothing of the impact of literally of what's going on by that picture. People floating down the street and people losing their lives and kids coming down the road. I mean, I have so many images here to share with you, but I have to move on to a piece of the pie that we have to talk about. And that piece of the pie right now is the next hurricane that's getting ready to strike right now. I live in Miami. We are several hours, I would say 2-3 hours away from where things are going to get ugly. Excuse me. if it hit Fort Myers, if it hit Naples, Florida, hour and a half from our house over here in Miami, and when you look up the coast, if this Hurricane Milton hits Tampa at a category, it says 3 to 5. If it hits it at a 3, it's going to be bad. If it hits it at a 5, you are talking shit that you never seen before, people have never seen before. And there's what it looks like. You see the panhandle and you see the storm forming right there. And I have a video clip I'm going to show you right now so you can get an honest feel of what this actually looks like. And I'm going to show you something here in a second. Before I go into the current storm, I want to show you what Kamala Harris said about what she's giving people. $750 is what she wants to give. You give Ukraine $1 billion and more, and look what she wants to give to people in Georgia. $750. Listen to this.
Coordinate our communications to the maximum effect for the community that has been impacted. And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. There are FEMA personnel who are going door to door to interact personally with folks.
Do you understand that what we are being told by people living there is that is a whole bunch of BS? We are told by people that are in the, through the aftermath of the storm that nobody has shown up and done anything. They said that people are driving by, recording, getting video footage, getting clips, posting it on social media, letting people know that there's a hurricane. And they're saying they're not getting anything. And then the representation here is FEMA is helping. People are saying that actually the flip side is people are getting in trouble for stepping in and trying to help these people. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? People are stepping in to help. People are stepping in to help. And what's happening is they are stopping them and saying, no, you can't do this. And people are getting arrested for helping out. Do you know what kind of system that we'd have to be living in for that to be happening? And this storm here, I got the storm right now for the next hurricane that if it smacks Tampa, Tampa will never be the same again. And watch what this guy has to say about this clip here.
The numbers that just came in, the 5 o'clock advisory, sustained wind, sustained at 180, gusts to 220 miles an hour with the storm. A very, very compact eye with the storm. It's scraping along the northern edge of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Obviously, Category 5 hurricane. For those of you that follow this sort of thing, the central pressure is down to 905 millibars. That is the strongest or the lowest pressure we have seen with an Atlantic hurricane since the historic 2005 hurricane season. That would be going back to Rita and Wilma, those two storms in 2005. That was also the year that Katrina had a very low pressure as well. So this is one of the strongest in about 20 years that we've seen. In the Gulf of Mexico, it is the strongest that we've ever seen one this late in the season, too.
Do you understand that people that have done the weather for a long time, there is older men out there, I'm talking 50s, 60s, up there saying, look, this is the heaviest hurricane that they've ever seen that could impact Tampa. Do you understand Tampa after tomorrow heading to Wednesday into Thursday, when it's supposed to make that impact on Thursday morning, it could change the entire coast of Florida in one day. If that comes through, and they're talking storm surges of 5 to 10 feet at a Category 5 possibly. They said it went from 5 back down to 4, back to 5, back down to 4. And if it hits Tampa if it hits Tampa like that, you are going to see catastrophic issues. And let me tell you something. The people that are staying there, we saw a video on here that the mayor was saying, if you stay, they said, what is your message to people that will stay? The message was, I cannot deal with stupidity. That is the message. If you stay, she said, I cannot deal with stupidity. And other people are saying, use a permanent marker and write your name on your arm if you're going to stay. Because they said they need to know when they pick you up out of the water who you are. Do you understand what that message is? People that are watching this right now, they're not located in Florida. If you're watching this, people, this might not make it. It might get erased. YouTube might get down. It might get flagged. This happens all the time. I'm telling you guys right now, a lot of people come into our platform, and we've been censored for some odd reason, and hopefully that is being fixed. And you guys notice, if you've been watching this live stream with me for a long time, you know that the shit got censored when we started talking about Trump and Biden and Harris and all that. And so we're not going into that right now. We're just talking about how can the American people get help when this shit hits the coast. Because now they're handing out sandbags and stuff like that, and they want you to go. They want you to leave. The traffic that is heading up 95 is bumper to bumper. People have no gas. And look, that's normal to be traveling and run out of gas. No gas on 95 coming up the coast. Nowhere to stay. No hotel. Running low on food. Running low on water. All these things are happening. We're talking children. We're talking men, women, families, kids, dogs, cats, whatever animals. We're talking about people traveling up the coast at rapid rates of volume of people. Not speed, because they can barely move. Rapid amounts, volume of people trying to get out and escape. And where are they going to go? Into Georgia, where it got crushed. Into Carolinas, where it got crushed. And they're low on food, low on supplies. And then FEMA hasn't even gotten to them yet to help them out. And what I'm saying right now is, who's responsible for that? Who's responsible? Like, who's responsible to initiate FEMA or military backing and support? I got to tell you, I would imagine right now that people would say, hey, let's bring FEMA into the building. Why are they not there? When you look at Russia and you look at Ukraine and that war, our military under the current leadership was very fast and retroactive to send $1 billion and more out to Ukraine. Now, again, I'm not knocking them for helping. I'm not knocking the fact that Ukraine needs support. What I'm knocking is, don't unload all your shit and all your guns and all your weapons and everything that we got in this country over to Ukraine, and then we have a hurricane that comes in and smacks our people, the American people, everyone that's in this live stream right now, that we are together as one. When something happens, we help each other. And I'll tell you something. If you're watching this live right now and you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, no one's going to step over you. When they see you fall down and people are helping you out, no one goes, oh, you're a Democrat, I'm not helping you. It's helping everybody. We don't walk around and go, oh, she's a Democrat, not picking her up. Oh, she's a Republican, I'm not picking her up. That's not how it goes. We come together collectively and we help each other, because this is the USA. That is not happening right now. I know a lot of people think that it is, and I want you to bear with me right now. I know I showed this video and it was about a minute or two long. I want to show this clip one more time, just for 1 minute. I want you to see how this woman is telling you, if you've been there, they need your help. Four-wheelers, ATVs, side-by-side, dirt bikes, experienced drivers, cars cannot make it, helicopters. If you're watching this right now, you got to see this for 30 more seconds. Listen, look at the energy that this woman is giving right now and what she's not getting. Watch and listen to this just one more time. You got to hear this shit, because it's heart-throbbing. You need to hear it and get this out. Watch this one more time. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to announce all you guys right now. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. But watch this one more damn time. Watch how her emotions are taking over.
We need people on foot. If you have ever hiked the Rocky Mountains, get here. We need you. We need people experiencing hiking. There's only a few ways to these people. It is to foot, horseback, or helicopter. Dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides. If you have them and can get to East Tennessee or Western North Carolina, we need you. Do not listen to the news when they tell you that they don't want you, they don't need you. I'm telling you, I am here. I live here. I have been already. I'm telling you, we need you. We want you here. The hell with what FEMA says. The hell with what American Red Cross says. They're not here. I'm telling you, they're not here helping. It's been a week, and they're not here. We need manpower. So if you are an experienced hiker, we need you in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. If you are experienced dirt biker, we need you. If you are experienced with ATVs, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever, we need you. We cannot get automobiles up in there. Trucks is not an option. Cars is not an option. If you own private helicopters, we need you. If they threaten to arrest you, we got you as the American people. We need you. These people need saved. These bodies need to be brought down. It is not fair to these families that are looking for their missing loved ones right now, not to have closure. These bodies have got to be brought out of this mountain. You all got to understand, these towns smell like death. I've been down to the river. It smells like death. I've never in my life smelled that kind of death. I've smelled a body that was burnt, but it's a different kind of smell, and it's a smell I'll never forget. I have already seen bodies. I'm telling you, I've seen them from my own eyes. That is something I'm never going to forget, ever. But people's got to understand they're washing up on banks. This water has already reached Santee Cooper, South Carolina. Those people are not prepared for what they might possibly encounter, okay? There is a chance that bodies may wash up on their banks in Santee Cooper, South Carolina. They are trying to get them out of the water before they keep drifting.
They're saying the bodies are going to be floating up there.
There's so much we can do as American people because we don't have our military, and it's not their fault. The administration won't release them to us. They won't sign the orders. Guys, we've got to get manpower over here. There is people in those mountains. They are finding them every day.
The administration is not signing the manpower for people to get there. Do you understand how shitty that is? And we have another storm coming right now. We have another storm coming right now that's going to hit the coast, is going to crush us. And the people that are sitting there, they're saying people are going by recording, but they're not doing anything. They're saying FEMA is not doing shit. Like, then they tell you, yeah, they're helping. They tell you they're helping in the media. And then you watch the media and you look what these people are saying, and they're saying the complete opposite, right?
The situation is being compared to that of Hurricane Katrina. Homeland Security is warning that FEMA does not have enough funds to help, and distressed North Carolina residents are reportedly being forced, listen to this, to fend for themselves.
Fend for yourself.
Homegrown rescue efforts.
We're not getting the amount of support that we need.
We haven't seen FEMA, we haven't seen Red Cross, we haven't seen Hearts with Hands, we've seen no agencies come through here. Most people drive through with their cameras out, filming us like we're animals in a zoo, and don't stop.
It's too late. I mean, they took too long. It took them 5 days to get here. It's disgraceful. They keep saying we the people. No, there is no we the people. It's them versus us.
That versus us, powerful words.
Do you understand what if you're not going through it right now, you're sitting back and you're like, there's another storm. And if you do care a lot, you're like, hey, I'm sending prayers. But it's hard for you to help, right, if you're not there. The people that are going through this had no idea the kind of catastrophic event. Florida is more prepared for this, not prepared for a Category 5 to come in and crush your whole coast, which is probably going to happen here within days. But I will tell you this, the state of Florida, what a wonderful state down here. So many great things going, so many great things building. Last year, in the last couple year, whatever the case may be, the last storm that hit, obviously Fort Myers, was devastating. They're still rebuilding from that. And then boom, Hurricane Helene hits, comes up the coast, and it goes into Georgia and Carolina. And here comes Hurricane Milton. And the question is, and I'm asking you guys honestly, like, Trump is helping, donating money, doing fundraisers, showing up to the sites, showing up to the storms, being there, like literally looking and seeing what's going on. What is Biden and Harris doing? They said Joe Biden was on a trip and Harris was campaigning in California, was on a podcast talking about something else. And again, look, I'm not doing this. I'm not on here to be the biased guy. The guy who's out here, I swear to God, I'm not out here being like, oh my God, screw the Democrats, blah, blah, blah. No. If they showed up and was like, we got to get this done, it'd be like, yo, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are getting it done. Like they're doing their best. No, that's not what's happening. Trump is there fundraising, giving his own money and donations to help these people out. Joe Biden is on a trip. Kamala Harris is on a podcast talking about, you can look it up on the computer. Go on the dates that this is happening. Look at her podcast. She's on talking about some things that you wouldn't even know what she's even talking about. She's not there, not helping out. They're not sending FEMA. They're not sending military. Then what the hell are they running the organization for? I'm not saying that I would show up and I'm the best person right now in my current shoes to put everybody in the right place. But I can tell you this, if this is me and I'm there right now and this shit happens, I'm locating everything we can to get to them. I'm making sure that happens. Remember what happened out in Hawaii? All that shit was going on, those fires and everything, and nobody showed up? Do you guys remember that? And now another impactful situation, and nobody's showing up to help. And now on top of that, it gets worse because we have another hurricane that's forming right now. Another hurricane that's going to be a Cat 3, a Cat 4, a Cat 5, and it's going to be very, very, very devastating if it hits Fort Myers, if it hits Tampa, if it hits any part of that coast. And I showed you that video clip right there of that little video that you had to see of what that guy was talking about. And here's another picture here. Do you see how that could come up the coast right there and smack? They said, okay, we're from 1 to a 3 to a 4. It's going to be a 3. And now they're saying right now, they're not sure if it's going to hit at a 4, at a 5. They're not freaking sure. Watch this one more time.
Numbers that just came in, the 5 o'clock advisory. Sustained wind, sustained at 180, gusts to 220 miles an hour with the storm. A very, very compact eye with the storm. It's scraping along the northern edge of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Obviously, Category 5 hurricane. For those of you that follow this sort of thing, the central pressure is down to 905 millibars. That is the strongest or the lowest pressure we have seen with an Atlantic hurricane since the historic 2005 hurricane season. That would be going back to Rita and Wilma, those two storms.
The question is, why aren't they doing it? I want you guys all for a second to think in this chat, if you're watching this shit right now, you're watching it live, good morning to you. Candy. Let me look at some names in here that I can't see. I apologize. Mariana, Mary, Stevie's girl, Pitbull Mama, Vin, the lawyer in the building, Pitbull Mama. Listen, I appreciate you guys that are in this building. Pitbull Mama, how are you feeling about it? Moderators, Candy, thank you guys for coming in and helping out. Annie, Rogers in the building, Mary E. What is going on? Jeff Lee, everyone that's in the live stream right now, what the hell is actually going on? Like, let's be honest right now. A lot of people don't have power. A lot of people are sending me messages on social media or saying, you live today. A lot of people are going in and out. And I know for us, they censor our show, and we know that they've been doing it. Nathan, Brittany's in the building. We know that they've been, MJ came in the building. We know that they censored the show. Richard Mason pops in the house as well. The problem is when you watch what actually is transpiring and you see these people that need help, and you ask the administration, why aren't you helping out? And that's why when you looked at the thumbnail of this video and you came in here today and you looked at it and you said, yeah, no help coming. Yeah, Kamala Harris, we're calling you. What's going on right now? What's going on right now? Why aren't they answering? Why aren't they sending people? And that is why today I had to get on here and talk about this. And I look at the current administration. They're the ones that can do it. These two people can make this happen. And they're just not making it happen. And the question remains, realistically, why not? And so when I go back there and say, why aren't the American people getting the help they need? The question comes down to when hurricanes happen like this, or storms happen like this, or fires happen like this, tragedies happen like this, when we start to look for who we need to help us, it's not there. But when you look at Ukraine, billions of dollars, it's like, that's devastating. People in here, Devon's in the building. We appreciate you hanging out with us today talking about this live stream. We know it gets censored. We know instead of letting all the people in the building, it gets pushed down. And that's okay because it's going to grow. It's going to explode. We're going to get to that point. But the flooding that's taken place all through, I mean, you're talking Georgia, the Carolinas, and Florida. And we're getting ready down here to brace for impact. And I could show you the picture to show you exactly where we're at right now to let you know, like, this is no BS. Look at this. If you zoom in, look where it says 4 or 3, and they said it could hit as a 4 or a 5 now. But look at Miami down there. We are so close to this as well. And if it takes a turn down here, we can have a lot of problems. You can go months without power. You can go, it could be days. I mean, the food supply is low. People are stuck in traffic, and it's getting very, very, very bad. And I pulled this picture up right here to also ask, I don't understand this. Like, Joe Biden, You can make this happen. You can send FEMA, right? You can send FEMA. Kamala Harris can send FEMA. But they're not doing it. They're not getting the help that these people need. And I will just leave you guys with this. Our country needs great leadership. And with the election coming up, a lot of people right now are a bit worried. And I will mute this to pull this up. I'm going to mute this screen, but I'm going to pull it up anyway as I turn it down.
Those who do not have electricity.
She's talking out here, and she says she's giving $750 to these people.
Online,
$1 billion to Ukraine, and I get it's a war. I understand that, and I do realize that that had to be done in some way, shape, or form to help out.
More dollars.
But you don't give all your damn money where you say we don't have enough to help out our own country. And what she said, if you guys can hear me in the chat, put a Y in the chat. I muted what she was saying for a second because I want to tell you something. She's out there speaking and she's saying that they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing this, and then you're hearing the people and they're saying nobody's come through here. Nobody's helping. And when people try to help, they're being stopped from helping, and then $750
to local governments.
You're losing family members. $750. They don't want $750. They want food. They want supplies. They want helping. The $750. What are you going to go to the gas station that's closed? What are you going to buy? There's nothing to buy. They need help. These people need help, and unfortunately, this administration
as quickly as possible
is not doing it.
And that will include, for
administration's
example,
not doing that. And that is exactly why we had to get on here today. And you know we're sports entertainment, and for these change of events that have been happening with the political stuff, and then with the Diddy case, and now with the hurricanes, I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't get on here and help out. I would be doing you guys a massive disservice if I didn't get on here and just say, look, this is the reality. These people are being hurt. These people are suffering. And on the news is not showing you what's actually happened. The news is like, okay, this is happening. We're getting them the help. And there's some people, there's some flooding and some houses, and get ready. You know, there's another hurricane coming. It's way worse than that. 1,000 times worse than that. So I want to get on here today and let you guys know I'm thinking about you guys. I'm down here, obviously, in Miami. Hopefully, I'm not in harm's way. Our family's not in harm's way. We were getting a storm. There's no doubt about it. We're getting a hurricane here where we are. We're going to make sure that power's on. Hopefully, we are preparing. The stores are being shut down. Airports yesterday, bomb threats at airports. A lot of stuff here right now is happening. And for us to leave, to give you an example, we'd have to go through 5 hours of driving if you can go 90 miles an hour with no cars. If you drove 5 hours nonstop, like literally 90 miles an hour, you can get out of the state of Florida. With the traffic, it is taking people 5 hours to go what normally would take 45 minutes. Like they're bumper to bumper running out of gas and they don't have a lot. And that is realistically what's going on. And now that we have the other storm that is getting ready to hit right now, Hurricane Milton, that's going to hit at a 3 to a 5. And when I pull that up on here for you guys to see, this is going to be another massive impact for the state. So in the chat right now, everybody, if you could, put prayers in the chat. Prayers for the hurricane, prayers for the victims, prayers for the people. And more importantly, I will tell you this, prayers for our country. Prayers that our country can come together and realize that we are more important. And I'm not saying that people, like I'm not saying that we're more important than anybody else in the world. I'm just saying together we have to take care of America right now. So I will tell you right now, if you're in the Mason mob, put those flags in the chat right now. Put those flags in the chat right now, and I will start that damn thing right now and let you know that I care about our country. Drop USA in the chat right now. Let people know that we care and we're talking about our nation right now. It's so damn important. And I appreciate you guys and love all you guys that are hanging out with us in the building. And we know our shit gets censored. We know that, you know, our Mason mob crew, you can't stop the crew because when you can't find it, you just go and you keep looking for it and find the video. A lot of people that are reaching out saying, we can't find the video. Well, subscribe. You got to get the notification bell. Do what you got to do because they're not showing everything. I could promise you right now that there's a lot of people suppressed that aren't seeing these videos, but we're going to fix that. And we're building out our headquarters. We have a massive movement of people. We have another opportunity with a TV network that wants to bring us on board. And obviously up north as well, we have a massive studio that we are going to build with a headquarters. We have live guests that are going to be coming on, and this is going to be huge. And because of you guys, this shit continues to grow. And you guys make sure that it gets seen to get started. Everybody needs to share this video with one person. Let it be known so our country can get the help that we need. And we all need to come together at this time. We can't do BS bullshit and all this kind of stuff. We just can't do that. But I appreciate you guys coming into the building. You guys make it great to have the conversation live. I just hope that people understand what's actually going on and not looking at the media going, oh, shit's good. It's not good. Prayers for you guys as well. If you're watching this live, make sure when the video is over, let it upload. Go back and leave a message so that way it will continue to share amongst people on YouTube. A lot of people that have no power up there will love to be watching this. And a lot of people that are looking for it have sent me messages that I can't find your video. I know that. It's okay. We're going to keep building it. Go on our live stream. Go on TikTok. Go on Instagram. Go on Twitter to share with me and get ready as we expand this. We are only weeks away from the expansion of what we're doing with live people coming on to the platform. When I upload this video right now and I get off here, I want you guys to give it a minute refresh. And like I tell you guys, everybody that's in the building right now, when I sign off and I refresh, I need you guys to go out there and leave a message on the actual video. Not where you're typing right now. Let it upload, and then at the bottom of the screen, I want you guys to be able to leave a message there and let this circulate. All love to you guys. We will see how the storm is tomorrow. I have to be careful with our family down here. I want to come on this live stream tomorrow morning and talk with you guys. I will do my best to do so. I will be on here at the same time at 10 a.m. And let me tell you something. The big networks that are reaching out to us with all the marketing advertising you guys are going to see very soon, where they're going to bring thousands of people on billboards and all this kind of shit, I will announce to you guys, they may want us to be at 12 o'clock every day. We're live every day at 10 a.m. They may want us to be at 12 every day, but it will be a 12 to 2 show every day, and we will have guests on the show. We have a whole studio being built out with the whole floor system being put in. We have multiple systems, one location where we interview people, sit down on chairs, and we have another interview system where you guys will see this massive desk I have in front of me. It's an ESPN desk you guys cannot see, and cameras will be all over to see the new studio. We actually have a building that is purchased as well. So there's a lot going on that you guys will learn here in the upcoming days. I greatly appreciate you guys. When this signs off, I'm asking every single one of you, listen to this part right here. Remember this. When I sign off right here, give it a second, let it refresh, upload it, and go back. Leave a message on the video. It'll upload to YouTube. Your message will come at the bottom. Every day I see people. Roger, I see you every day. Thank you. Leave a message on the video. I need everybody. Candy, Mary, Pitbull Mama, Stevie's girl, everybody, Nathan, everybody, Brittany, everyone that's in the building right now, Devon, everyone that's in here right now, go and leave a message on the video when it uploads. I greatly appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning. If you don't see me live on here, it's because power has been screwed up. I will do my best to be on here tomorrow morning to talk about some interesting things I think you guys need to hear. I appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I will see you guys. First thing, if I missed your name, Mariana, how are you? If I missed your name, I apologize. Appreciate you guys. I'm just looking on here. Brenda, hope all of you guys are safe. If you need something from me, you can always reach out through all social media. I will see you guys soon. Remember, leave a message on the video at the bottom. Let it refresh. Love you guys, and see you guys tomorrow morning. Be safe.
$5 in 2025. The increase is expected to improve jackpot odds with more frequent cash outs and larger pots. Mega Millions counterpart Powerball is not expected to increase its current $2 price.
Well, Halloween retail giant is changing its Spirit this holiday season. Spirit Halloween says select locations will transform into Spirit Christmas this fall, trading out spooky costumes